Hey, you guys, it's Charisma. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so look, today is going to be a PSA, and it's all about my first time flying on Spirit Airlines. I didn't know. Oh, if you want to find out about my experience and maybe get some tips, suggestions, and maybe advice, if you think you're about that life, then stay tuned and we'll get into the video. I'm all about balling on a budget. Anywhere that I can possibly go and save some money, I'm interested. I'm signing up. I'm all for it. And I was invited to go on a girls' trip. One of my friends, it was her 50th birthday. We wanted to go to Miami and turn up. So I said, yeah, okay, I'll go. But I already knew that I didn't want to spend a lot of money on this trip, especially not on the ticket. It's only a couple of days. Yeah. So the first thing I started doing, of course, is just looking to see what would it take or how much it was going to cost to fly directly from LAX on into Miami. And it was sky high. We're talking like $500 and $600 tickets. And I'm like, no, we can't do that. So let me start working, start working the magic and looking at other options, which is something you always want to do. So I started looking at flying from LAX into Fort Lauderdale. And as a traveler, you guys always want to see what options you might have with the airports. And Fort Lauderdale works. We were going to carpool into Miami, about 20 minutes away. Cool, that works. I started looking at the flights, and I'm like, they're a little bit better, but they were still pretty high, like in the high fours and almost $500. Again, that's not going to work. And then I remember my friend telling me she was flying with Spirit Airlines. Now, I'd heard the stories about Spirit Airlines, nothing too specific, but I just knew they were like a little bit below Southwest, like down here in terms of reputation. But you didn't hear anything bad about planes flying out of the sky and people being sucked out of windows. So I'm like, how bad could it be, right? I went ahead, started searching, and boom, I found a ticket for $284. You guys, I thought I had hit jackpot. Yes, I was so happy. I was so excited. Great. So at this point, everything seems great. I have the time that I wanted. It's flying me into the location that I wanted, and it was under $300 round trip. So I am thinking I am winning all the way. No problems at all. And then I started getting the little reminder emails letting me know, hey, these are some things you need to do before your flight. So the first thing said, we've noticed that you haven't purchased your bags. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not checking any bags. I'm taking my little purse and a carry-on. I'm good. So then a couple of days later, I get another reminder telling me, hey, you need to take care of your carry-on bag or your checked luggage. And I'm like, well, carry-on bag, I'm going to be with the size, so I should be good. No, well, it doesn't matter. Spirit Airlines charges you a fee for carry-on items, anywhere from $35 to $45. Yeah, I'm giving it to you in the form of a commercial because it just sounds like some commercial BS. And in the end, I ended up spending $90 for my carry-on bag. Not the bag that someone is working and laboring to put underneath the plane. No, I'm talking about the one that I have in my hand that I'm rolling, I'm putting in the overhead compartment. $45 each way for my bag. So I'm already feeling some kind of way. I sent a text message to my friend like, girl, you can tell me about Spirit. And she's like, oh, it has its drawbacks. Yeah, I'm seeing. So that's number one. You are paying for carry-on luggage. If you wait to get to the gate to pay for your carry-on luggage, that price changes. So just keep that in mind for right now. The second thing that made me a little bit concerned is when I get the email that reminded me it was time for me to purchase my seat. Whoa. What do you mean purchase my seat? Boo, I'm not flying first class. And I'm thinking like, does Spirit Airlines even have first class? No, it does not. No, they really mean you're going to purchase your seat. Unless I guess it's just like a craps game and they just arbitrarily assign you a seat. So if you want a window seat or if you want an exit row or you want anywhere that might be a little bit more comfortable, you need to pay for that. So add that fee on. I'm telling you guys, this airline nickel and dimes you to death. The plane seats, I think, were anywhere from like $7, maybe up to $27. So maybe if you wanted a window seat, you're talking about $27. And that's each way. So go on and add that on to your price as well. So at this point, I'm just like, you know what? This airline, I can't. I think we're done. So now it's almost time for check-in. And it's a day before, a couple of hours before the flight, it's time to check in. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll check in. And I happened to notice a fine print, not even fine print, it was there. It says, if you wait to check in at the airport, it's $10. For real, to go up to the counter or maybe to go to the kiosk is like $10. So make sure you guys check in on your phone and you get your boarding pass. Just whatever you do, check in ahead of time and save yourself $10. So you can already start doing the math by now. You know that $284 ticket, if you start adding up the fees, it's getting higher and higher and higher. So I'm just like, wow, Spirit is no joke. And you better pay attention to those carry-on size requirements. The small personal item, I think the dimensions are like 18 by 4 by 8 or something like that. So if that's too big, that's considered carry-on luggage. And if your carry-on bags happen to be too large or they're beyond the weight requirements for the carry-on bags, then you need to check it at the gate. And if you're checking your carry-on at the gate, then it could be anywhere from $75 to $100. They made that announcement before we were boarding, and I nearly lost it. Like, who would pay $100 for luggage? And yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, everything in the end, the price of the ticket is low, but you are literally paying for the plane ticket. I think there was a comedian who said that Spirit Airlines was like the Motel 6 of airlines. I probably said that before, but I gotta say it again. This is like seriously some low budget stuff. All right, so everything is good. I get on the plane, and now I'm just like, okay, well, if you guys are charging for everything else, what else is there, right? So I get on the plane and I'm like, oh, okay, it's pretty nice. It's a newer plane, clean, all that other good stuff. Get to the seats and I'm like, oh, okay. So let me tell you a little bit about your comfort and your convenience aspect for this low price plane ticket. First of all, the seats are extremely narrow. Now, they must be made for someone who has no hips, no butt, and probably, I don't know, it's no more than about 5'7". They are very, very narrow. The cushioning is probably about yay much. I mean, you get a very, very minimal amount of cushion. The headrests are very thin, and don't even think that you have a headrest that folds or anything like that. There are no amenities. There are no televisions on there. There are no charging ports for your phone. Damn it, there's no Wi-Fi. I'm like, really? No Wi-Fi? You aren't listening to music. You better make sure your phone has a charge and you're listening to music offline. Even simple things that you take for granted, like movable armrests. The armrest is stationary. They don't go anywhere. It's just this piece of metal. So if there's someone in the middle seat who needs to get up, then guess what? You better make sure you don't cut it too closely or that's your thigh on that armrest, you guys. I'm telling you, it is just low budget, low budget. So when it came time for the safety instructions, I'm like, what? I'm on my own, right? But no, Spirit Airlines, their staff and crew was professional. They went through all of the training and all that good stuff, or the instructions, I should say. So that was fine. Everything seemed okay until we got in the air and they made the announcement about coming through the cabin with refreshments, letting us know that soft drinks and water was available for purchase. Water! Yes, water. $3 a pop. So if you get a little thirsty at 20 or 30,000 feet, I hope you brought your own water or you can swallow your spit, because otherwise you're paying $3 for a bottle of water. Oh my God. Everything else, I am happy to say, went off without a hitch, with the exception of only one bathroom working, the ones in the back of the plane and not in the front. That was totally a one-off. I get it. But, you know, it was a smooth flight. We left on time. We ended up landing in Fort Lauderdale probably about 30 minutes early. I don't know if that's something that they customarily, I don't know what their on-time records are, but other than that, everything is fine. So at the end of the day, this is, again, just a PSA. If you are someone who is, number one, if you're flying a distance, there's some people who fly to Spirit Airlines, like from LA to Vegas all the time. That's only like, what, less than an hour flight. That's fine. That's probably okay. You don't need to charge your phone. You don't need music. You don't need anything. But my flight was 5.5 hours of torture without anything. It was uncomfortable, small, narrow. I was thirsty because I refused to pay $3 for a bottle of water. So all I'm saying is, if you fly Spirit Airlines, just beware that it comes with, what did she say? It comes with a couple of caveats if you're flying with them. So just buyer beware. I love balling on a budget, but sometimes spending that extra $100 or $200 is worth it, because if you add up all of the costs, the luggage fees, picking your seats and everything, you probably could have had a plane ticket on a nicer airline. I hope that helps someone. Again, trying to save money isn't always the best. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.